ice, plant, fire. With your powers combined, you are totally effed. Welcome, everyone, to the UltraQuest podcast here on the Morphin Network. We're here to discuss Ultraman Classic episodes 29 through 32. And boy, man, like, nature is totally against us this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's insane. Like, earthquakes, fire, lightning, dad.
Thunder, rain, and lightning.
Oh, no, I was doing a Teen Titans reference.
Oh, right, I get it.
Yeah, when Beast Boy was doing karaoke.
Yeah, I remember.
Earthquakes, fire, lightning, dad. That dad part, though, like, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, like, freaking, yeah, there's, like, an earthquake, there's a fire, and there's someone claiming to be someone else's son. So, that's not completely wrong. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend? Did you guys have a good one? We've been trying to have one too. We just did Kamen Rider the movie. Like literally the very first movie. Not Kamen Rider the first. I mean the first Kamen Rider movie.
From the early 70s.
Yes. Yeah, because like, you know, you got Dan Kuruto Shin, and you got Shin Dan Kuruto. So, like, I want to be perfectly clear that we got Shin Kamen Rider the prologue and Shin Kamen Rider. We got Kamen Rider Amazon, and we got Kamen Rider Amazons.
We've got Kamen Rider Black and Black Sun.
Black RX and Black Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, things are really confusing. And then there's Kamen Rider Stronger, Kamen Rider Faster, Kamen Rider Better, Kamen Rider Harder. Yeah. Yeah, no. Man, it's like you got Ultraman, you got Ultra Max, Ultra Powered, Ultra Great, Ultra Nice. Ultra Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, Thursday I did watch Revenge of the Sith. It was good. Classic. I want to cry because they don't make good movies like they used to. Oh, now they come few and far in between, like The Menu and Sonic 3. But that's pretty much it. So, yeah. First episode. We are here to we're gonna be discussing freaking an earthquake monster that eats gold. This gold, this gold, this gold, this side of gold, baby. You got the Midas touch, but he touched too much. A gold member, a gold member. That kaiju's gonna eat everything in sight. I don't even know what I'm even doing anymore. What are your thoughts on this batch of episodes?
I think that they're a pretty good batch of episodes.
Nice.
We've got some interesting kaiju designs in this.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's like some of them are really interesting because they got like a Dracula plant thing. I'm a Bob. I'm a Jig. Yeah. I'm a Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, but before we get to that, let's talk about this gold kaiju. It's like, oh yeah, no, there's like a bunch of giant... There's like a bunch of earthquakes and yeah, some miner who's clearly not a 49er. It's... calls in for help, but when they arrive to help him in like a SSSP drill thingy, he's like, "Why are you guys here? Are you here to steal my gold?"
Well, no, we're here to rescue you.
No, you're lying. You're just here for my gold. Stay back. Stay. Get, bro. Chill. I'm here to save you. Yo, you're not. You're here to steal my gold. My freaking gold. Yeah, and yes, to his credit, Ide designed the drill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have like this gold.
Goldon.
I'm struggling to describe it. It looks like a cross between a freaking plesiosaur with a scorpion, but gold.
Yeah, I mean that's not too far off.
Yeah, it's weird because it goes underground and apparently moves faster underground than it does on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they go underground. They try to save the miner. But because of this kaiju, they end up being trapped underground, which means we have limited oxygen supply.
Yeah, so basically they start drilling underground, and then it doesn't really go too well for them. They start losing oxygen, and then it doesn't help that they've got a guy who's being delirious from blood loss.
Yep. Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because not too long ago we had another episode where there was oxygen deprivation involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except it was underwater. Jeez, what's with all these Ruby and Sapphire references?
Yeah, before Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, or Superman and Superman 5.
Mm-hmm. When Super's just not enough.
Yeah, Ultraman, larger than life. Yeah. Yeah. But of course, they send in the gutsiest of all the SSP members, Dayate. Just kidding. It's Hayata. Yeah, he tries to Carter Grayson the thing, but he's just making it angrier. I mean, what do you expect?
It's a kaiju.
It's a kaiju. What, like a kaiju is what kaiju does.
Yeah, I gotta say, Goldon's got an interesting design at least.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a plesiosaur crossed with a scorpion.
Yeah, so much so that at one point when Hayata transforms into Ultraman and fights against him, and he takes his own tail and wraps it around Goldon's neck. So he's basically strangling himself.
Yeah. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop endangering yourself. Stop endangering yourself. Stop endangering yourself. Yeah. At least they got the drill managed to put in reverse. I'm like, wait, you didn't decide to do that sooner?
The controls were broken.
The controls are broken. Of course, it's always something convenient, isn't it? This won't be the last time Tachibana has trapped underground with a monster of the day.
Yeah. Have you also noticed that the Ultraman suit in this episode is looking wrinkly and worn down?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it makes sense. This is the last time we see the B-type suit.
Yep.
So they probably thought, the suit's getting wrinkly. It's time we replace it with a new one.
Yeah, darn shame. I was getting used to it. But yeah, you could tell it's very rubbery. So like you could see all the wear and tear on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not rubber, but like leathery. Maybe it's type of rubber made to like resemble leather. But you see those little like tear marks.
Yeah.
Like when you wear a leather suit for too long. It's like all my life on Vogue's written pages, on the mirror. Like freaking all the lines on my face are getting clearer.
Something like that.
Yeah. Every time I look into the mirror, I see another wrinkle. I'm starting to look like that old man Walter. Yeah, I finally got a copy of Hellsing Volume 10, so there you go. But yeah, no, like freaking he like uses the stinger and just like impales it with its own stinger. It's like connect circuit. Ah, it's a weather experiment. No, but seriously though, like that is a really messed up way to kill a kaiju. Like I almost feel sorry for that thing because damn, being strangled and stabbed by your own tail, and then he just like throws it over like it's a sack of potatoes, and then he just suddenly sputters and dies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, how many of these kaiju are real menaces, and how many of them are like just like minding their own business, but just happen to have disastrous consequences? It's like imagine being a threat to people just for existing, and then they try to kill you for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of sad. Like I wonder if like there's ever like a series that really goes in depth of that concept.
I
Like
think
not just
Cosmos does.
like not just like, oh, we should be friends with the kaiju like Ultraman X, but I mean like regular like kaiju are ecologically important to our environment. They're not inherently evil.
I haven't seen Cosmos yet, but it's possible that happens in that season.
I'm not looking forward to Cosmos. Not because it might be a terrible season. It might be the best season. I haven't watched it. I wouldn't know. But it is the longest.
Mm-hmm. I've seen longer shows, though.
Like Kamen Rider.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters.
Freaking Duel Monsters. 300 or so episodes. And Tristan Timothy Taylor only gets one focus episode. And he dies in it. And gets turned into a monkey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, we'll get to Cosmos eventually. Hopefully, it's a good season.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Again, I'm not hating on Cosmos because I haven't watched it yet. I'm just like in a state of not looking forward to it because of the episode length. Just like the original Kamen Rider, it's 98 episodes and 3 movies.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ultraman Cosmos is 65 episodes and 3 movies.
And 4 movies.
Or I thought Cosmos only had 3.
I have the DVD. I have the DVD right here. It said 4 movies.
Really? Because my DVD says 3 movies.
Hold on, let me check. I have it right here. No, you're right. I misread the actual TV show as being the 4th movie. But you're right. First Contact, then the TV show, then Blue Planet, then Cosmos versus Justice. Is Justice like a previous movie exclusive Ultraman that shows up, or is this like a legit new Ultraman that shows up to team up with Cosmos?
From the information that I've gathered, Justice shows up in the second Cosmos movie.
Let's see. Musashi sets out to the planet Joran to release his dream of becoming an astronaut. However, the planet has been turned into a desert and covered with scarlet red sand. Musashi finds himself under the attack. In a nick of time, is saved by a mysterious bright light from the sky. I'm guessing that bright light is
Justice.
Justice. Team I's Captain Fubaki meets Julie, a mysterious being who is a human form of the space giant Ultraman Justice. Julie claims she has come to Earth in the name of Derashion, a being who executes the will of cosmic justice. In 35 hours from now, all life on the planet will be reset. And incidentally, the movie is 77 minutes long. How funny would have been if the movie itself was 35 minutes long, like a lot of 70s movies were.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, a minute per hour. It's like a page per minute.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds? But yeah. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so they defeat the
Goldon.
the Goldon, and apparently the gold that it consumed has been donated to the nearby village instead of the greedy prospector. All I'm gonna say is suck it, Pete.
Yeah.
From Toy Story 2.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. I hate Pete. I hate him more than Lotso. At least Lotso had a tragic backstory. He's psychotic. Tragic. So, let's go to the Snowy Alps. Where surely in 5 years, 2 guys dressed up as insects are going to, like, fight like a sea monster. Boy, sea you sure are funny. There ain't nothing about being an anthropomorphic sea lion. I would be a real human. And the only way, to become a real human, I have to devour the flesh of a real human. Won't you let me eat your life?
Is that a reference to Pinocchio from Billy and Mandy?
Yes. Pinocchio, kill. As somebody has asked me for dinner. Boy, you sure are funny. There's nothing funny about being a wooden boy. See, Billy, this is what happens when you go off script. I swear, one of my favorite experiences at ToonCons that I got to meet Marty Grabstein and Greg Eagles on the same day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like 2 of my favorite childhood macabre heroes all in one place. I high-key wish that they had a crossover. Sure would have been more interesting than Courage versus Scooby-Doo. Yeah. The Courage, you need to go down to the basement. The things I do for love. And it's like God damn it. Oh man, I freaking loved both of those shows. Yeah, man, I would love to see Manny just Eustace.
If only.
And yes, meanwhile, Billy would just be eating a bunch of pies made by Muriel, and he will not care that the secret ingredient is vinegar.
No, he would not.
No. He's eaten much worse things. But
yes,
seriously, it's always vinegar. Like you'd think someone would have figured it out by now. Apparently, Cats can't figure that out. Cats doesn't know. So don't tell Cats. Yeah. Anyway, so we have a mysterious girl who has beef with a mysterious hunter. And we don't know why, but the girl gets bullied a lot.
Yeah, she's known as the Snow Girl.
Because she lives in the snow. Oh my god. Man.
And she can call the monster of the week.
Ooh, it's a giant Yeti. Just like in 5 years from now.
Yep. Or a few episodes ago.
You're not wrong.
Except this Yeti looks different. This one's actually got a bunch of hair hanging off of its body.
Yeah, instead of looking like a monkey.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem as dishonorable enough to go 2v1 a poor innocent insect kaiju. Kaiju shouldn't be fighting. Not like this.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, interesting thing about the Wu suit. Okay, so in the 70s, a lot of old Ultraman monster suits were burned. But apparently they found the Wu suit in like the 80s or the 90s. They just found it in like a wooden crate.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know if it still exists or not, though.
Mm.
But when I saw the pictures of it, it didn't look pleasant.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm surprised that one demon from Lightspeed episode 18 is still in relatively good looking condition. Granted, it's being strictly used as a statue instead of like a proper suit.
Yeah.
But hey, it's pretty cool that we get to see it up close and personal every 2 years.
Yeah, I remember Morphicon 2012, my jaw dropping seeing all those monster suits on display.
Yeah, one of my favorite props was seeing the storybook.
Oh yeah,
from the Storybook Rangers. It's like, oh wow, look at that, a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you learn something. Yeah, I love learning things. Learning is fun. It's the quintessence of the human experience. Esperanza humanitatum. Yeah. So, yeah, this girl gets bullied and by a bunch of kids who are meddling in her affairs.
Yeah, to where they dig up a hole and she falls into it.
Yeah. It's like, geez, what is this? A slippery slope? That's a reference to Lemony Snicket, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lemony Snickets in a long time.
Yeah. You should read the books. They're pretty good. Weirdly enough, I like the movie more than the book, even though it's like... No, not the book. I like the movie more than the TV show, even though it's like... There's a lot of things wrong here. Like, how come Klaus never has glasses on? You ever notice that? Klaus never wears glasses. He looks like a teen heartthrob. Yeah, it's like, how dare they put us through this? Our parents. God, I'm so emo. Look at my dreamy eyes and look straight into them and tell me that we're not unfortunate orphans. Yeah, I mean that's just how it felt. But yeah, so they so our heroes, they go to the Alps to investigate kaiju reading, and yes, while skiing, Hayata injures his leg. Yeah, this is the second time this month where I feel like I would be better off watching a certain season 2 episode of MacGyver than watching insert tokusatsu here. For context, the first half of the episode, MacGyver gets snowed in an avalanche, and he just spends the entire half episode trying to find MacGyver and rescue him.
I see.
Remember that episode of Rescue Heroes Global Response Team when those two teenagers got snowed in, and it turns out they're facing upright?
Maybe I've seen some of Rescue Heroes, but I don't know if I saw that episode.
You know what episode I've seen far too many times? The one where they go to Japan because some bullet train had some kind of mishap and now it's going too fast.
Oh no, I haven't seen that episode.
It's a classic. Yeah, it was a Jake Justice focused episode. That's also how a lot of kids probably learn to say "domo arigato."
Probably.
Yeah, because like at the end, like the little kid makes an origami police badge, and then what's it called? The mom's like, "Domo arigato, thank you," and then they just walk off. I mean, like, if you're gonna say in both, like if you're gonna say in English, say in English. You're gonna say in Japanese, say in Japanese. I'm pretty sure even if you said in Japanese, the American audience would have contextually figured out that they said thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, like you bowed and everything. But hey, gotta say it again for the people in the back. Arigato, thank you. By the way, I'm not trying to make any like faux accents. That's literally how the mom sounded in the episode.
I believe you.
Yeah. Oh, man, I remember the episode with the giant exoskeleton. Oh, man, I gotta rewatch that show just for the fun of it. But yeah, so there's a bit of a blizzard, and yeah, like everyone's like playing arcade games, drinking hot chocolate, disco stews, trying to bring the 70s back. Whoa, disco stew is out of here. Disco is not quite prominent quite yet, but it'll get there. But apparently, we get a flashback of the little girl. Apparently, she had a rabbit named Kisuke, and the rabbit's dad died, and had its mind transferred into an underwater base. But then, when the rabbit came back to the underwater base said, "You know what? I'm going out for a pack of smokes," and then blew itself up. Wait a minute. I think I'm talking about the wrong Kisuke. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it turns out, like the two human members of the SSSB have to go up and stop the kaiju. But the little girl's like, no, don't do it. No. This kaiju's, you are not a gun. But there's a lynch mob, so.
Yeah, and then basically, Hayata sees it, Wu approaching where he's at, so he transforms into Ultraman, and this is the debut of the Ultraman C-type suit.
Yep. Freaking lynch mobs. Like, you know what I really can't stand? How, like, there's people straight up trying to defend Gaston.
Oh, I see.
It's like he tried to rescue a girl from having Stockholm. I'm like, no, she got out freely. And then you threatened to have her father committed to an insane asylum if she doesn't marry your ass. And then you gathered a lynch mob and invaded the private property of an agoraphobe.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you stabbed the said agoraphobe in the back. Well, not in the back, but from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaston's a jerk. There's no defending him. And, like, that's a hill I'm going to die on. Like, Gaston is objectively a villain. No better than freaking Judge Frollo.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like, although I would have to say, like, the only thing that makes Judge Frollo worse is the fact that he's a member of the clergy. So, higher scrutiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Joe Swanson once said, being a cop doesn't make you above the law. In fact, you have to hold yourself under higher scrutiny when you obey it.
That's true.
Yep. But yeah, so they try to shoot down the Wu, but no, like the Wu's like, no, if you want to win me, you must challenge someone else to a Shaolin showdown. Gong Hee Tapai! Get it? Because it's short for Shen Gong Wu. Man, that's another great show I miss. How many times did I watch the Mala Mala Zhang episode? Far too many times. Far too many times. But yeah, no, the plane gets struck down, and it falls down. And yes, you have a great layering effect of people running away while you got like a stock footage of like of the Wu attacking the mountains. The Wu's not even doing anything. Not gonna lie though, the Wu does look like a traditional kabuki costume, moving around like one too. Oh,
maybe that was intentional.
Look at the toy skis. They're so cute. How did they make them? It's so adorable. And of course, yes, you're right. Hayata's like, I gotta turn into Ultraman. They do a wrestling match, and then the girl basically dies
or something.
Or
and
something.
then Ide is, and then Wu disappears too.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the both of them. And then when Hayata rescues them, it's like, Hayata, you're like, what about your leg? Oh, my leg's fine. Don't worry about it. So what about so what happened? Oh yeah, I have a theory about the girl. The girl was actually the friends we made along the way.
No, he says that Wu might have been the mother of the girl, and the girl was the spirit of the snow mountain.
That's not what it says in my version. But not yet. But yeah, it's like, oh, she's a figment of our imagination, aka she was the friends we made along the way. Oh yeah, and we do see Kisuke for a minute.
Yeah.
Because of course, and honestly, it's the fact that Kisuke shows up that makes me wonder: is the girl dead? What's going on? I'm so confused. Let's move on to the next episode, shall we? So now we have a dude who's only 30 and was on sabbatical for 20 years before he joined the SSSP. It's like, wait, you're in the SSSP since you were 10? Yes. Also, notice how I have a Bolivian accent. It's like, your accent doesn't sound Bolivian. That's because you are a Japanese xenophobe. It's like, what is this? Is this the Urset's elevator? Like, are we in Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events? That is not cool. Making accusations without proof. I am Inspector Dupin. Yeah, I combined 3 separate Count Olaf references into like one thing. Yeah, so Tachibana tries to like turn on his pipe like he always does, but like he can't use it because this guy Bolivian dude is like squinting suspiciously. It's like when Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, like when the bus broke down, and it's like who? Wait, these spark plugs were removed. Someone tried to sabotage the bus. Who could have done it? And then Eduardo's like, it was Coco. Her eyes are looking back and forth suspiciously. She's like,
I remember that.
It's like, wow, Coco, you're actually doing that. Or as one of my favorite British skits goes, she used the evil voice. Yeah, that is how you know she is a killer. You see, it was actually a really long weekend. I did not really have time to gather evidence. But once I use the evil voice, you know they are the killer. Yeah. And then when the lady like offs herself, just like every Poirot villain ever does, it's like, oh no, she killed herself. It is for the best, for you see, the evil voice does not hold up well in the courts. Yep. Yep. So yeah, this dude is friggin' suspicious. And then when he goes back to his room, he starts rubbing some kind of thing around on his arm, very suspiciously.
Like he's injecting himself with something.
Yeah. And apparently there's like a tree that shows up in the middle of a playground. Honestly, the tree doesn't feel very relevant to the plot.
No, not really.
No. It's just random, it's just seemingly randomly there. But yeah, the tree looks very freaky. It looks like there's like three people hiding in a tent. A very poorly constructed tent. Certainly moves around like it. But yeah, so we find out that 20 years ago, in the Amazon, they found a mysterious plant with vampiric powers that feeds off the nutrients of animals. Really? Who could have discovered such a plant? Why, don't you know? It's Professor Goro. Wait, Goro? Dun dun dun! In case you haven't figured out, based on the context, Goro is the name of the scientist that this Bolivian dude claims to be the son of. So
Yeah, it gets to the point to where Fuji inspects his room, and then, like in a horror movie, he comes out of the closet looking like a plant monster.
I told you not to go down to the basement. I swear, if our audience doesn't get that reference, I'm gonna be very upset. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. 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 Really, you guys still don't get it? I'm getting old, Yusuke. But yeah, no, the dude attacks her and then like just shoots her in the thoracic region. Such a interesting angle of choice. Let's hope it pays off. What even happens to her? Like, does she become paralyzed?
That's what I assumed, is that she becomes paralyzed from that.
Yeah. 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 So basically, yeah, they go to investigate more because freaking everyone's disappeared except for Tachibana. So of course they investigate his room. It's like, what's going on here? This device seems to be electrical, but it's not plugged into anything. And then they find plant samples of the keroid, or whatever it's called.
The vampiric plant.
Yeah. So then a scientist tries to investigate the sample, only to be attacked by this Bolivian plant vampire dude.
Yep, that's what happens.
I swear, I would have more thought that this was a toad dude. He looks more frog-like than a plant. Just saying.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah, especially with on his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he runs off, and it just looks silly. Like he's wearing a suit and tie, but he's a kaijin. But then he's like, "Oh yeah, now I'm gonna have to become giant," and then like, "Oh, all the plant people are gonna have to attack in spaceships." And
yeah,
somehow,
the plant ships just kind of come out of nowhere.
yeah, it's like you'd think they would probably borrowed some of the leftover ships from the Baltons. Not like the Baltons are using them.
No.
But somehow the SSP jet manages to shoot down half of them. We're completely ineffectual. Well, Ultraman fights off the full-grown size plant, dude, and I'm like, oh, now you look like a plant. Well, actually, not really. You look more like seaweed than a plant.
Yeah, he really does look like a seaweed monster.
Yeah. And in case anyone was questioning things, seaweed is not actually a plant. It's a protista. Yeah. Or a protist, as the common man refers to. And they come in several varieties, including seaweed and algae.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a primitive ancestor of both plants and fungi. But it's not so primitive that it would be considered a bacteria or an archaea. But yeah, the protists are actually very interesting because it's like, imagine being able to produce chlorophyll without sunlight being available. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And some of them really are microscopic, like phytoplankton. For those of you who are not familiar with a certain episode of Magic School Bus, phytoplankton is a protista, which is consumed by zooplankton, which is an animal. But then those are eaten by anchovies, which are not only animals, but more specifically, they're ichthya, who are in turn eaten by an even bigger ichthya, the tuna. Yes, and that is the connection between the scum on Arnold's shoe and what's her name's Keisha's tuna fish sandwich.
The more you know.
The more you know. Yeah. Or the more you remember from freaking 20 years ago. Maybe even longer. I'm getting old, Yusuke. Like, what part of that did you not understand? Now take the spirit wave because you are a... God damn it, I'm getting too old to even remember my own insults. I want to say pissant, but that's Barbara Goodson, not Linda Young. I'm trying. Dimwit, that's the one. Now take the spirit wave, you dimwit. Good times. Yeah, and of course, Ultraman takes care of the giant monster by using a new move, apparently.
Oh yeah, he pulls a new move out of his butt.
It's like a wave.
Yeah, it's like a spiral thing.
Yeah, it comes out of the sleeve of his arm. It's like kind of weird.
Yeah, this isn't the last time he's pulled an ability out of nowhere.
And it's certainly not the first. Remember the water beam?
Oh yes. How could I forget?
Yeah, that was the weird one. Like, it's like you could have used that this whole time. What about when that cacao manufacturing that cacao delivery warehouse was on fire because those two diamond robbers were being dumb? But yeah, we defeat the monster. Ide makes a joke at Fuji's expense, and they're like, "How could plants be so technologically advanced they could telepathically put out fires?" I guess the more you know. That's literally the episode.
Yep.
Moving on to the last one. So this one, we draw straws to see who gets to escort a homegirl from India, whose name is apparently Patty.
And apparently Hayato wins, but they realize none of the straws had the red mark on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll say this, Patty looks cute, though. Yeah. You know who she kind of looks like? She kind of looks like Yui from Ryuki.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of looks
I
like
need to
her.
watch Ryuki again.
We might, depending on what the roulette lands on in about 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. So a fire happens all of a sudden. But, the SSSP puts it out. Oh, yeah. And Fuji has her hair pulled back into a ponytail. Interesting.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah. It's like her hair grew longer since the previous episode. But why is Hayata touching what looks like boiling water with his bare hand? That could be acidic. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be of the Special Science Squad Patrol. Don't correct me.
I don't know. Maybe him turning into Ultraman gives him superhuman powers.
Yeah. Yeah. His skin should still melt, though, if it's acidic.
Yeah.
But you should also be smart enough to know that, like, maybe don't do stuff with your bare hand. Oh, but somehow Hayata could lift a car up. Yeah, because the car got kind of like capsized. And yeah, like he's like lifting it up, lifting the front bit up. Granted with a stick, but hey, he's lifting it up. Damn. I know this man has leverage over his team, but apparently he has leverage over this car too.
Yep. Because he's Ultraman.
Yeah, when super's just not enough. Yeah, but then a kaiju shows up, which looks like a glow-in-the-dark Stegosaurus.
Yeah, it does look very Stegosaurus-y.
Yeah, why is this kaiju attacking? I have no idea.
What's my...
feels like a random kaiju attack at this point.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but apparently it shoots lasers from its spikes. I mean, I know they're translucent, but geez, I didn't know that they were radioactive. Radioactive. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh. So we need to stop this kaiju because it destroyed a plant. Here come the toy tanks.
Which it destroys with very little effort.
Yeah. Hayata decides to confront the thing alone, so Patty, you stay behind. Patty decides to join anyways. It's like, I may be on vacation, but I'm still a member of the SSSP, and I will show that a woman could fight a kaiju just as much as a man. You know, Patty, by drawing attention to your gender, you're undermining the basis of feminism by saying that being a female member of the SSSP is an outlier, not the norm. What? Just because I'm an ultra doesn't mean I'm a meathead. Yeah. So the tanks get wrecked. Yes, both with a W and with a K. I meant a T. Yeah. Wrecked. Yeah, and of course, like they need to evacuate. You can't Carter Grace in this thing. It's massive. And has a tough skin. But patty cakes. Hayata. Patty. Hayata. Patty. Hayata. Patty. Okay, guys, this isn't Inuyasha. This isn't Naruto. There is a kaiju attacking. We need to stop. We need to stop it. So Hayata just straight up transforms right in front of her.
And she doesn't see that somehow.
Somehow. So we wrestle this kaiju like we do in every episode, and we lift it up. Throw it over like a sack of potatoes. And then we do the classic Spacian beam in order to
finish it off.
Yes, microwave its seemingly already dead body.
Just for good measure, confirm your kill.
Yeah. Yeah, the body still looks intact, but it's like, my job is done. Bye.
Sherlock.
Yeah, and then we cut to what looks like would eventually be stock footage used by the Bokinger outro. Round and round,
round. Dorima. Still a great ending theme.
But yeah, we make a few jokes at Hayata's expense, and Patty makes a joke as well. And it's like, I've seen 3 of Japanese specialties: earthquakes, monsters, and Ultraman. Really? Not the not the Tokyo Tower, not the Naruto Bridge, not the Rainbow Bridge. Too soon. But yeah, it's like, wow. Like, really? That's what Japan's famous for in India? Natural disasters? Earthquakes, lightning, fire, dad. Yeah. Hold on. I want to look this up. Hold on. Teen Titans Japanese theme translated. Yeah, the Japanese version in English. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Today we will uphold traffic laws. Teen Titans, we will eat everything there is. Teen Titans, earthquake, fire, thunder, dad. Japanese studies, math, science, and society. There's nothing to fear. Teen Titans, go! Just call us in a loud voice. Teen Titans, half of your troubles will be gone. Teen Titans, the curfews of a dad, the dieting of a mom, the demands they will never end. Teen Titans, go!
No.
Teen Titans, go! When you are feeling lonely, we will be there for you. Delivering love and peace. We will always be forever. And you know the rest of it. And yes, I did change a few words just so that it stays tuned. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Point is, earthquakes, thunder, fire, dad. Beast Boy. Yeah, that's yeah. So apparently, according to India, Japan is famous for the Japanese theme song of Teen Titans.
I guess so.
Yeah, earthquake, thunder, fire, dad, paying taxes, doing homework, and dieting. Those are the 7 wicked sins in Japan, apparently. Okay, I'll let you go first.
My thoughts of this batch of episodes.
Yes, and the scores.
Oh, let's see. I'd say an 8 for episode 29, and a 9 for episode 30, and then 8 for the rest of them.
All right. I'd give a 7 to the first one because while I like the kaiju design of it, it's just a boring episode. Not boring, just very straightforward. Like, there's really not much going on in that. It's just, oh, a miner got trapped. Let's go rescue him. Now we're trapped. Oh, let's just back up. Ultraman saves the day. That's the whole episode. I'll say this. I'll definitely agree with you that episode 30 is a 9 just because, like, yeah, that girl was very interesting. I like the concept of tragedy. And yes, we're probably dealing with a ghost or a spirit. It's not a real kaiju for once. Probably. Who knows? Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I would give a 9 to episode 31 because I do like the idea of a vampiric plant. I just wish that the monster design was a little bit less protest like and more plant like. Yeah, like even the drawing of it looked cooler. But the last episode, yeah, it's also a 7 for me because again, not really much of anything happens except for like, oh, Hayata's got an Indian girlfriend. That's interesting, but nothing really happens there. And again, he transforms in front of her and she doesn't do anything about it. No acknowledgement, no shock, no awe, nothing. That's a darn shame.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my scores for the episode. What did you guys think of these episodes? Well, at least we found Goldar's favorite kaiju.
I was thinking that same thing when I was watching this episode.
Yeah. Say the thing from Tiga. Okay, fine. Hori is love. Hori is life.
Is that what you mean, or when super is just not enough?
Yeah, I mean, we'll run through everything. Super's just not enough. Larger than life. What else is there? Sure. Hori may not take his uniform off for weeks at a time, and he smells really bad, and he's incredibly out of shape. But people still love him for his personality. And yeah, golf is boring, and we should never bring back the 70s. Said no smart person ever, because the 70s were awesome. 1973 alone had freaking AC/DC, Kiss, Bad Company, Journey, just to name a few.
I will never understand 4Kids' decision to make Iruma an idiot.
Or a hater of the 70s. That part really bothers me. It's like, how dare you hate the 70s? We also had Star Wars. 2 years from now, it will be the 50th anniversary.
That will.
Can you believe it? It's like this year, we watched the 20th anniversary of Star Wars 3. 2 years from now, which is a typical time span in between two movies, episode 4 will be celebrating its 50th anniversary. It's like, oh, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, except episode 3, 20th anniversary, episode 4, 50th anniversary. Watch as Ian McDermott, Benjamin Buttons himself. Yeah, it's crazy how 30-something-year-old Ian McDermott played 70-year-old Palpatine, and then 20 years later, 50-year-old Ian McDermott played 50-year-old Palpatine. It's literal Benjamin Buttoning. They met halfway. They met halfway. And now Ian McDermott for real is 70. Or like in his 70s. Which means we need him to play a 30-year-old version of Palpatine. Somehow just de-age him. We have the technology. It'll be a $6 million film. Okay.
Like The Room?
Oh, that's a Goosebumps reference.
Yep, sure it is.
Yep, don't go to the basement because the dad is actually a plant. You've been stuck in this plant for so long, you're a plant. Freaking Eminem. I love the trilogy. I like the trilogy too. Like, I don't know who is the actor who played Carl, but I wish we could interview him. assuming he's still alive, and I hope he is. Because, damn, we went from girl turning into a beady little piggy to a baseball game of doom to winning a lottery, basically. It's like, bro, is this what spam was like before the internet? Like those pop-up ads? Like they would be literal mail ads. It's like you get a letter, you get a random letter, it looks official, you open the envelope and it says, meet hot local singles in your area. And then you get another letter that says, extend your car's warranty. Okay, I'm done. Freaking Goosebumps. Oh, Hayden Christensen was in the Goosebumps.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and so was Ryan Gosling, I think. Could be wrong. I know Ryan Gosling was in Young Hercules. That show was lit. But anyways, that's it. That's it for the episode. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hitting the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We recently uploaded an interview with Jeff Dolan, aka Korag and Daishi, and that one janitor from Beast Morphers. Now, if you're wondering why it took us so long to upload that episode, well, there's a simple explanation for that. We only have 7 more episodes of Ultraman to discuss, and we will have them finished in the next 2 weeks on Mondays. Then on Wednesdays, we got Kamen Rider Gav. On Thursdays, number 1 Sentai Go Juger. And then finally, on Sundays, we're starting a brand new, not season, arc. Not season, arc. Just new arc of Kamen Rider classic, the original 1971 Kamen Rider. Well, technically 1972 at this point in time. We did the first 52 episodes. They're up on our YouTube channel. We did the first movie, Kamen Rider versus Shocker. That was really fun to discuss. So we only have 46 more episodes and 2 more movies. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we're uploading shorts for Gundam G-Quox. And, of course, if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Pasadena Comic-Con at the Pasadena Convention Center on May 24th. And we will be at the Burbank Marriott for Robo Toy Fest on June 8th. We love seeing you guys in person. We're happy that you watch us while we're live on YouTube or Facebook or my personal Twitch, which is twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And you can also check out my Instagram, Boken_Kabuto. And you can also check this guy's YouTube channel, Excel Ranger.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes. And join us this Thursday as it's torturing time for the Mastodon.
Yes. Almost 17 years in the making.
Yeah. It's a meme that took almost 20 years to become canon. I'm getting old, Yusuke. But until then, please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a good one. Bye.